One man, hundreds of false prophets, a nation caught between two gods. And on Mount Carmel, Elijah drew the line. If the Lord be God, follow him. There would be no compromise, no middle ground. And before that day was over, all Israel would know who was God. When Elijah appeared before King Ahab, the king accused him of causing Israel's trouble. 1 Kings chapter 18 verses 17 and 18. And it came to pass, when Ahab saw Elijah, that Ahab said unto him, Art thou he that troubled Israel? And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou, and thy father's house, in that ye have forsaken the commandments of the Lord, and thou hast followed Baalim. Elijah didn't soften his answer. Israel's trouble wasn't caused by the man speaking the truth. It came because they had forsaken the commandments of the Lord. Elijah then commanded Ahab to gather Israel and the prophets of Baal on Mount Carmel. The confrontation was set. Elijah stood before the people. 1 Kings chapter 18 verse 21. And Elijah came into all the people and said, How long halt ye between two opinions? If the Lord be God, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him, not a word. There was the challenge, no middle ground. If the Lord is God, follow him. But if the people answered Elijah not a word, then Elijah continued. 1 Kings chapter 18 verses 22 and 24. Then said Elijah unto the people, I, even I only, remain the prophet of the Lord, but Baal's prophets are 450 men. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut it in pieces, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under, and I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. And call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord, and the God that answereth by fire, let him be God. And all the people answered, and said, It is well spoken. The terms were simple. No man would light the fire. Baal's prophets would call upon their God. Elijah would call upon the Lord. And the God that answered by fire would be God. The prophets of Baal went first. 1 Kings chapter 18 verses 25 and 26. And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, Choose you 1 bullock for yourself, and dress it first, for ye are many. And call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under. And they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it. And they called on the name of Baal, from morning even until noon, saying, O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, nor any that answered. And they leaped upon the altar which was made. For hours they cried, but there was no voice, no answer, no fire. At noon Elijah mocked them in 1 Kings chapter 18 verse 27. And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, Cry aloud, for he is a god. Either he is talking, or he is pursuing, or he is in a journey, or pre-adventure. He sleepeth, and he must be awaked. They cried even louder, still nothing. Then Elijah stepped forward. Elijah called the people near in 1 Kings chapter 18 verses 30 through 32. And Elijah said unto all the people, Come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him. And he repaired the altar and the Lord that was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob, unto whom the word of the Lord came, saying, Israel shall be thy name. And with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord. And he made a trench about the altar, as great as would contain 2 measures of seed. 12 stones, 1 of each tribe of Israel. Then Elijah poured water over the sacrifice 3 times. The sacrifice was soaked. The wood was soaked. Water filled the trench. There would be no mistaking what happened next. Elijah prayed. 1 Kings chapter 18 verses 36 and 37. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that Elijah the prophet came near, and said, Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known this day that thou art God of Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word. Hear me, O Lord, hear me, that the people may know that thou art the Lord God, and that thou hast turned their heart back again. The prophets of Baal had cried for hours. Elijah simply called upon the Lord, and God answered. 1 Kings chapter 18, verses 38 and 39. Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench. And when the people saw it, they fell on their faces. And they said, "The Lord, He is the God. The Lord, He is the God." One moment changed everything. The same people who had answered Elijah, not a word, were now crying, "The Lord, He is the God." Elijah was outnumbered, but he wasn't wrong. That's something worth remembering. Truth is not determined by numbers. A crowd cannot turn a lie into truth. And standing alone does not mean you're defeated when you're standing with God. Elijah's question still reaches us today. How long halt ye between two opinions? Eventually every man must decide where he stands. If the Lord be God, follow Him. Stand firm, stand faithful. And when standing for the truth means standing apart from the crowd, remember Mount Carmel. The Lord, He is the God. The Lord, He is the God.